Hey everyone, welcome to the Nourish Your True Self YouTube channel. I'm Jenny Lee and this is Angie. Yeah, there she is. Social worker and dietitian, co-owners of Nourish Your True Self. Welcome. And we are here today to introduce you. We're so excited to one of our new therapists, Associate Heather Cowan. Hey Heather.
That is me. Thank you.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So Heather has joined us only recently, I'm going to say a couple of weeks ago, but we really wanted to make sure we had time to set up a video and let Heather tell us about herself so that you guys get a chance to meet her.
Thank you, Angela. I'm so excited to be here. So for folks out there, I've known Jenny Lee and Angie for many years and had the privilege of working with them in the community, and they're fantastic folks, and I'm so proud to be a part of their team. I think I make a good fit with you guys because for me, I'm a pretty genuine person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. You can read me like a book. I'm pretty upfront, and the person that you see here is the person that you get when you work with me. There's no guessing involved. And that's why I think I'm a good fit. I love Jenny Lee and Angie's philosophy about, nourishing your true self, being genuine. And one of the things that I love working with people on is from a value base, really seeking to understand what your own personal values are. I'm not talking about the values that society tells you should have, or the values that mom and dad told you should have. I'm talking about working from what values you have. And sometimes it's really elusive. So it's really cool for me to get a chance to work with people and talk about those values. What emotions come out of those values? What difficulties come out of life when you don't live according to your values? And it's really interesting, really healing, and really powerful as you go forward and discover those things about yourself. I will say, I've done the hard work myself. That's how I found out about all this stuff. And that's why I'm actually so passionate about it.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Heather, sometimes I tell people, since you've joined us, that lots of us use DBT, Dialectical Behaviour Therapy. But one thing I know about you is you're super passionate. I sometimes call you a DBT guru. I don't know how you feel about that.
You know what? That's so funny because I don't know how I feel about that. I've heard that from other community members before. I'm like, well, and you know what? It's not wrong. So I will own that part of it. I am very passionate about DBT. I probably dive a little bit more into it than most therapists that I know. One of the reasons I do that is because I live DBT myself. I use the skills. One of the things I love about DBT is I will talk to you about how I was successful using the skills, and I will also tell you about how I totally screwed them up.
We do really appreciate the human aspect you bring to your practice, for sure.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I do. We are all human.
We are all human. Yep. And we all show it, don't we?
We absolutely do. We absolutely do. So for folks that have never heard of DBT before, this big, long terminology, dialectical behavior therapy, I kind of like to break it down a little bit, if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Dialectical, essentially what it means is a synthesis of opposites. So meaning it can be raining and it can be sunny, both at the same time. It's neither one nor the other. It's this little mix of both in the middle. Sometimes it's a little bit more one, and sometimes it's a little more of the other. The standpoint that I work from that's dialectical is a balance between acceptance and change. So the acceptance skills that I really focus on are about, you know what, your life makes sense. Of course, this is how your life turned out, given your history, given the things that happened to you. This makes sense. And there's also the change. What do we do differently? So that's how I like to kind of describe how I use dialectical behavior therapy in my practice. Hope that makes sense. Any questions thrown at me?
Yeah, well, you know what, Heather? So when I post this, people check down below. You'll see all the ways that you can get a hold of us, and we'll get you in touch with Heather. So if you have any questions about dialectical behavior therapy, have any questions about Heather, or are interested in working with Heather, you just reach out to us, whether it's a comment here on the video or finding us on our website. You come find us and we'll connect you with Heather and see what she's all about. And you can work towards your most genuine, authentic self. Isn't that wonderful?
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being with us here today, Heather. Thanks everyone for tuning in and meeting Heather. And we'll check you all on the flip side.
Time.